Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's a lovely day. I've got my first subscribers. I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful, guys. Today, I'd like to share 4 life lessons I've learned so far. These are completely personal opinions based on my own experiences. Some of them might be controversial. They might not apply to everyone, but I hope they help you think about it. Okay, number 1. There's an old saying in Korean which I absolutely agree with. When we share our joy, it becomes jealousy. When we share our sadness, it becomes weakness. I think many people struggle to genuinely celebrate other people's success. Some people do, but many people don't. I've noticed that people who genuinely celebrate other people's success, they often have a strong sense of confidence and fulfillment in their own lives. Yeah, despite all of this, I'm grateful that there are still a few people who love me for who I am, not for my achievements or my failures. Number 2, everyone lives their own little world. Everyone sees the world through their own experiences. They view the world through their own lens. Here's an example. I've lived in Dublin, Ireland since 2023 December. Before I left Korea, I met my work friends. We had a dinner and a long conversation. And my work friend said, "Oh, I know Ireland because my cousin lives in Ireland. Ireland is really poor and rural. You definitely have to work at a farm." And here's the other example, guys. After I came to Ireland, I have met a few Irish friends. And the other day, one of my Irish friends talked with her mom about her future. And she said to her mom that she would like to go to Korea. And her mom said, "Oh, Korea is too poor to live. You'd better go to Australia." Yeah, for me, that's funny. Neither country is poor. In fact, both countries offer a great quality of life. So both my work friends and my friend's mom were judging countries based on very limited information and personal experiences. And honestly, most of the people do the same thing sometimes. I've come to realize is the world that I'm seeing now is only small part of the reality. There are always perspectives and opportunities that I can't see yet. You never know before you actually do something. So what I want to tell you guys is don't let others' opinions control your decisions. Number 3, the direction of the effort. One of the most important skills in life is knowing what to keep pursuing and what to let go of. In my early 20s, I used to want to be a police officer and civil servant and stuff like that. But the more I pursued those paths, the more I felt stuck. And deep down, I wasn't even sure if those goals were mine. Right now, my priority is going to gym, studying English, documenting my life through editing and posting. Because improving my English, build my fitness, creating the contents will be a great asset for my future. Working hard is important, but choosing a right direction is even more important in my opinion. Before putting in effort, we should ask ourselves that what I'm here for, what I want to achieve, things like that. I'm only 28 years old. I'm still figuring out myself. Number 4, this is the biggest reason why I eventually left Korea and moved to Ireland. If you are in 20s, prioritize growth over comfort. I'm a swimming instructor and I'd like to share an experience I had in 2023. I worked at a swimming academy for children and I had too many jobs to deal with. I had to call 60, 70 parents 2 times a month, and I had to try and organize swimmers swimming gear, and I had to take videos of swimmer to share the progress and how the lesson goes, stuff like that. Of course, I had to clean the swimming pool once a week, and also my main job, teaching swimming. One day, I asked myself, what am I doing? What am I here for? Is this really helping me grow? I know it's obviously excuses, but it was too hectic for me, and I literally have no energy to invest myself. One day, while I was teaching our lessons, I suddenly burst into tears for no obvious reasons. It's quite embarrassing to say that. Looking back, I think now that I already knew that I was heading to the wrong direction. At the end of the day, what I was the most passionate about was helping people learn swimming. That's it. But back then, I felt like a lot of my time and energy were spent on the other responsibilities. So I decided to leave. That's why I left the company and chose the different path. I know older generations said, oh, young people complain too much. They don't know how lucky they are. Yeah, and I completely agree with that. But at the same time, here's the thing. As young people, we have to put in effort in every aspect of our lives, because at the end of the day, we need to build a life of our own. Companies can provide opportunities, but nobody is responsible for our future except ourselves. So just my personal opinion, you need to prioritize in your growth. Yeah, guys, these are a few lessons I have learned so far, and I'm pretty sure many of my opinions will change as I get older. So if you disagree with any of my opinions, I'd genuinely love to hear your perspectives in the comments. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope you find it useful or interesting.